Put on by the Banff Centre with help from Encana, the Community Leadership Program aims to help local residents in town make positive changes. Around 20 Dawson Creek residents have been keeping busy since starting the program in April.
They have engaged in classroom-based learning, community interviews where they've gone out into the community to talk to people on the street. And it's culminating in the participants actually putting together a community dialogue.
The selected community members have picked up a number of skills, of course, on how to lead, but also personal skills, how to work together to solve problems.
We think in terms of leadership from the perspective of self, learning about themselves, learning about how they show up in teams and work with teams, learning about the organization that they work in, and learning about how to influence the community.
All of these newfound talents were put into action during a community forum held on Saturday. Residents and participants took to the Calvin Crooks Centre for a 3-hour session. First in small groups discussing what decisions are facing the Mile Zero City, and breaking off into 4 larger topics, talking about things like community engagement, how to get involved, and maybe why we don't always have time to. There was also a possibilities room, where a group came up with ideas regarding homelessness in the city and what can be done about it. Overall, the event really achieved what it set out to do, get people talking. The Community Leadership Program has been running for 5 years now, and while the Banff Centre is just starting to survey and look deeply into the first participants, they've heard positive things so far.
Anecdotally, we know that the relationships that people have formed, the ability for people to really get clear about purpose and intention, and some of the programs have focused a lot on helping people build strategies to move them to action for things that they want to accomplish. And so we know anecdotally that there's been a lot that's happened.
And one thing that the leadership facilitators noticed about the Dawson Creek participants was the passion residents have about the community.
The one thing I would add is how impressed I've been by the quality and level of engagement and passion that the participants in this program have for this community. They care.
Derrick Lightfoot, CJDC-TV News, Dawson Creek.